Hello world, Stephen Michael Zach here, and I know it's been a while since we posted anything. We are working on some very big projects that hopefully we'll be able to share with you soon, but today I am here to announce that I am starting a brand new podcast with Dirk from Paradise Bizz, and this is part one. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy it. Hello world, Stephen Michael Zach here, and I'm with
Dirk, with Paradise Bizz, and this is the first time we're doing this. The reason why we came together is that somebody sent an email and they put all the creators in one line, so they didn't blind copy the people that they wanted to write to. And I reached out to Stephen Michael, and by the way, what do you prefer, Stephen Michael?
Stephen or
SMZ?
Stephen Michael. Some people call me SMZ.
All right, SMZ.
I got three first names. It gets real tricky.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I reached out to you, you responded, and here we are. So, hello world, Dirk here with Paradise Bizz.
So, what's the first topic of the day?
The first topic that I think we should talk about is if you would still encourage young creators to start a YouTube channel. And why do you think, or what do you think about newer channels and smaller channels versus the giants? What's your take on that?
Yes. I would say yes, because YouTube is still king. YouTube is still where it's at now. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say YouTube is where it's at. YouTube is a good place to go. Even now, some people might say, well, it's oversaturated. It's really not. It just depends on what you want to do with YouTube. Is you don't want to just make a channel and just throw up anything. You want to answer specific questions.
Right.
So
Yes.
you want to do the research, take a look at what's out there. What do you want to know? Like when you go to YouTube and you're looking up something for film, what do you want to know? Is it out there? How much of it is out there? And is the information correct? If the answer to any of those is no, then there's your first project. But you want to make sure that you're answering specific things and you're giving people information that they cannot find anywhere else.
And then you said something to me a couple of months ago that was so important that I highly underestimated for a long time, and that's the sense of community. While big creators that have millions of views and tons of subscribers don't even bother to respond to comments, the small YouTube channels, they still respond to comments. They still have a communication with their audience, and this has such a big impact to people that we sometimes underestimate.
Sure.
So I can give you an example, and I printed one thing out here. I received this just 2 days ago. On August 7th. One of my subscribers thanked me. He left me such a huge comment under one of my videos, and he said, after my dad passed away, I was so lost and confused, but talking to you has given me a lot of strength and helped me to push successful, not to give up and to be inspired. Thank you so much. Sometimes, and this was just a portion of what he wrote, it was so beautiful. That was my friend Adam. Sometimes we underestimate what an impact we have when we communicate with everyone, when we genuinely try to help other creators and have this for a pure reason, versus the huge creators that really only focus on numbers and money and don't even bother to leave a comment when you're responding.
Sure. Well, I mean, I think a lot of that is, some YouTubers are just so big that they just can't answer every comment.
Right.
But there are also YouTubers who aren't so big who I've asked them a question and it's like, you never get the answers. So that's why I made it a point to always try to answer everybody as best as I could. Now, sometimes somebody will find a video from like 3 years ago and ask me about something, and I'm like, yeah, it's gone. I sold it. It's gone. I don't have it anymore.
Yes. Yeah, they
couldn't
ask
tell
you
you.
for the serial number of
but I'll
something.
try to find somewhere online to get them that information if I can't find it myself.
Yeah, true. And sometimes I Google for people and try to get them the help that they could simply find themselves. But you know what? To keep this sense of community, to build this up and to have ongoing communication is a really nice feeling. And that's why I would also inspire love to inspire young creators, YouTubers, to get started as long as they want to do it for the real reason, for the right reason, and don't have just dollar signs in mind. Nobody is starting out and going to be Mr. Beast. So we have to be clear on this.
Right. Right. Like it's fine to aspire to be like Linus Tech Media, but the real thing is you want to do the videos for yourself. There's a reason why I do this, and really it's for myself. You know, I had a channel, I was posting little projects here and there, and I just didn't have a lot of content. So I started grabbing things that I owned off the shelf, and then I started, you know, just kind of buying a few things for myself and reviewing whatever I was buying for myself. And then I graduated, I went to NAB, I went to Cinegear Atlanta, I took a camera, I did interviews, I talked to different companies, and that's then how companies started sending me stuff to review on my show.
Nice, very nice.
So, you know, you have to take the steps, and you have to make sure you're doing something that you want to do. I know a YouTuber, I'm not going to name him, but I know a YouTuber who all he did was gimbal videos, and he's stuck doing gimbal videos, and he's tired of doing gimbal videos, so he's trying to make the transition now. But you know, you could get very, like, once you get your audience, they expect a certain video. Like, everybody comes to this channel expects for me to review stuff, and you know, I've kind of toned down the reviews because I'm still a working actor, I'm still a working filmmaker. I have actual projects that are coming but down the pipeline that are going to be put on this channel.
No, I understand.
So
and sometimes it's also important to pivot the channel if you are understanding that you're stuck or it's no fun anymore. So it's always important that the creator who's also the host and the organizer of the own channel, it must be fun. It has to be fun. Otherwise, you get a burnout and you don't like it anymore. And then this is time when you really need to pivot your channel and do things that you personally want. I pretty much started with a similar idea. I had a lot of stuff laying around, and before I purchased any products, I looked it up on YouTube. I didn't want to waste my money, and I found that so many YouTube reviews were inefficient. They never got to the point. And when you asked about, let's say, a certain light bulb, they would tell you, why do we need light in life? What is a light bulb? They would answer tons of questions just to get more viewing time, and that was so annoying. So I thought I would like to review products and get to the point, because I think that wasting people's time is just not right. And I started out of this reason, and it was fun. But my problem was that I had so many different products, such a variety, that I never really found my niche, and people didn't understand why I had this channel.
Sure.
So I had to kind of tone it down into products that made sense, and now I'm reviewing gear for creators. But again, I also will tone down the reviews a little bit and more go towards helping creators. And I think videos like this could be the first step of talking about why creators should do something or should not do something, how they should start, what they should avoid, mistakes that we've made maybe. And talking about it, what was one of your mistakes that you've made in the first year while you had your own YouTube channel?
I think for me it was just getting used to being in front of a camera. You know, I spent years on stage, and I used to always hate camera work because I'm just, you know, it's like you go back and you watch your first video, and it's always that, like, you're always cringing because you are very, like, either you're very flat or you're just like the information is not good, or you just really didn't know what you were doing. I have not done one of those, like, go back and watch your videos. I might do that soon, just to see. From what I remember, I think it wasn't bad. It's just, you know, I just, like, was very flat. I remember Indie Mogul, which, for those of you on YouTube who remember Indie Mogul, when they were looking for a new host, I sent them a video. And I recently watched that video, and it was so bad, and I was so stiff. I'm like, well, sure, I didn't get it. Of course I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because I was so green. I was so new to the whole thing.
You're wiser now. You're more in tune with yourself. And of course, you have also you got to know yourself much better, and you improved as an actor, as a show host of your own show. And
Sure.
it makes sense that you need to gradually improve and understand your mistakes from the past. So when I came from Germany to the United States, I worked as a photographer, a fashion photographer. And then starting a YouTube channel was completely different, because I disregarded the fact that I need audio and I need different lighting. And so my first videos, I still left them on my channel, but they were not good at all. They were very, very bad. And my subscribers made me aware, said, Dirk, we barely hear you. You might want to consider your audio quality. So, yes.
Yeah, I still have problems with audio. I'm not a colorist. I'm not an audio guy. Like, I can edit anything, that's fine, but like, I'm just gonna throw a LUT on it, and like, I mean, now I'm using the Zoom, using the F2 here because it's float 32, so I can just fix what I need to fix and be done with it.
Yeah.
Just set it and forget it.
I hear you. I hear you. Now, what I realized was that the built-in microphones, no matter which camera you have, they pick up too many noises from the surroundings, and they are not clear enough. So then I tried a boom microphone on a boom stand. Still a lot of noise from the surroundings, and I think my best bet right now, and the way I'm normally operating, is I have my lavalier microphone. I'm using here the Tascam as a recorder, and then I still have the camera microphone, but then I tone it down so much that you have just a little bit of ambient noise so that it sounds natural and nice. This is what I'm doing right now, and I'm sure there are better solutions out there. But I also always try to balance budget with efficiency. So, of course, if you're loaded, you can purchase the best of the best. That's not a problem at all. And then you have best quality. But it's not always necessary. And the first time I really, really understood that was when I was invited to Miami to the Phase 1 studios. So I tried out a Hasselblad medium format camera with a P30 Plus back, Phase 1 back, and that was at the time the standard, the top of the top in fashion photography, and I was able to try it out. And they hired a model for me, so I took pictures, but I also brought my Canon 5D Mark II, and I had a Zeiss lens attached. And then when I watched those pictures, when I looked at these pictures at home, side by side, I found that there was not so much difference, except for $25,000 difference. So, but in quality, there was not so much difference. So I understood immediately that even if you're on a budget, you can achieve really professional results if you know how to do it. You just have to learn your tools. And this...
Actually.
Oh, okay.
Keep talking. I'm going to grab something. Grab a toy.
Absolutely.
Case in point.
Okay, so what's this?
This is the Sony ZV-1, and I've been taking pictures with this, and even though it's an 8-bit camera, still fantastic. They still look professional. I could literally, yes, okay, it has just a built-in lens, but I mean, I've been using this for like taking like my promo posters, running around as a B cam. Again, under $800 camera, the photos look phenomenal. You don't need to spend, $3,500 for a good camera plus.
Exactly.
So,
and that's exactly my point. Of course, the industry wants to make us believe that we always need the latest and greatest. But quite honestly, when I look at my picture with the Canon EOS 40D that was released, I don't know, 15 years ago or 17 years ago, these pictures look amazing. It's just 10 megapixel, but who needs more than 10 megapixel, honestly? The majority of us don't. Because if you want to have large prints, yes, you need more, but let's be honest.
But for what you're using it for basic stuff, I mean,
right.
Maybe no more than an 8x10 or an 11x17.
Exactly.
You're fine.
And this is why I think don't get discouraged by advertisement and don't follow the mainstream. You can achieve amazing results with little things. And I think this is a pretty good start to for the first topic.
So there you have it, part 1 of the podcast. So if you want to see part 2, go ahead and shoot over to Dirk's channel. I'll leave it posted there and in the notes below. And be sure to show Dirk some love by subscribing to his channel. And Let us know in the comments if you like this, if you have any questions, comments, you want to see more of this. We're very excited about continuing this. Let us know in the notes below what you thought. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to mash the bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. And feel free to use the links below as it helps out the channel. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and stay tuned for more.